Good morning, everyone. As you know that you have your half-yearly examination from 23rd of November. So before starting the examination, I would like to discuss the new pattern of the paper. We have already discussed the pattern in the Zoom meeting, but today I am also, once again, I am also discussing it with you. So your paper will be of 70 marks. Total marks will be 70 and 23 marks will be passing marks. Now, in this time CBSE has introduced the new questions, that is the passage based questions. Passage based question. Now the question number 1 and 2 is passage based question. So in this question I have given a passage to you, and on the basis based on that passage I have given the 4 questions related to that passage. The question number 1 and question number 2 are the passage based question, and related to that passage I have given the 4 MCQs which are related to the passage, or which are passage based question. So these 2 questions will be of 4 marks. So the 4 marks for question number 1 and the 4 marks for question number 2. Now the next question is, that is assertion reason. Assertion reason type questions. Assertion reason type question. So in this assertion reason type question we have 4 points. The first is assertion and reason both are correct. Assertion means a statement and reason means the reason for that statement. Assertion means a statement, a reason means the reason for that statement. So the first one is assertion and reason both are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. The reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. This is the first point. The second point is, if both assertion and reason are correct, both assertion and reason are correct. This is the second statement. This is the second point. Both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not correct explanation for the assertion. This is the second point. Now the third point is assertion is correct. Assertion is correct, but reason is not correct. Assertion is correct. It means statement is correct, but the reason which is given for that statement, it is not correct. Now the fourth point is assertion is incorrect. Assertion is incorrect, but reason is correct. Assertion is incorrect, but reason is correct. And the fifth point is both A, that is assertion, and reason are incorrect. So these are the 4 points which are related to the assertion reason type question. Now for example, I have given a assertion. Assertion means a statement. Assertion, the meaning of the assertion here, the meaning of the assertion is a statement. For example, I have given the statement that compressibility factor, that is compressibility factor. Compressibility factor for ideal gases is 1. Compressibility factor for ideal gases is 1. And suppose the reason is for ideal gases, PV is equal to nRT. For ideal gases, PV is equal to nRT. Equation is obeyed. So this is the assertion, this is the statement, that is the compressibility factor. Compressibility factor, we know it is a Z. That is, compressibility factor is designated by the Z. So this is the statement that compressibility factor for ideal gases is 1. That is 1. It means Z is equal to 1 for the ideal gases. And the reason is given for ideal gases, PV is equal to nRT. Equation is obeyed. So now here both are correct. Assertion is correct as well as the reason is correct. Statement is correct or the reason for that statement is also correct. So now here you have to choose this one as an answer. This one is the answer. So the answer is assertion and reason both are correct, and the reason for the assertion is also correct. The reason, this is the reason, this one is the reason. So the reason for the assertion, this is the assertion or this is the statement. The reason for the statement or the assertion is also correct. So now this option is, you have to choose this option for that. This option. That is assertion and reason both are correct, and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Now for that, if you want to write the answer, so the answer is, you can write the number also. This is the 1. Answer is 1. You can write the 1. So it is correct. Write the answer, that is 1. If here the reasons, if the options are like A, B, C, D, E. This one is A, this one is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. So you have to write either 1 or A. Now both are correct. A means this one. So both are correct. Or you can write the whole statement, this whole statement, that is assertion and reason both are correct. Assertion and reason both are correct, and reason is the correct, reason is the correct explanation. Reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. So you can write the answer either by this way. You can write answer 1. So 1 is the answer. If here A, B, C, D is written, so you can write the answer and then you can write the A, or you can write the whole statement that assertion and reason both are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. So by this way you can opt such kind of a question, but for that questions means assertion reason type question, the detailed knowledge is required. You can't do the answer without any, you can't do the answer without any study. So for that, deep knowledge or deep study is required. Now after that you have MCQs, that is multiple choice question. So in multiple choice question, as usual, you all are aware of the multiple choice question. We have a statement and we have 4 options for that. Now you have to choose any of the option which is correct and mention it in the answer. So after that you have short answer type questions. Short answer type question. Now the short answer type questions is divided into 2 categories. The one is 2 marks and the second is 3 marks. So you have to write according to the marks. 2 marks required at least a word, whereas the 3 marks question you have to write according to the marks. Then after that you have a long answer type questions. Now the long answer type questions will be of 5 marks. Now here you have a 3 questions of 5 marks. So this is the new pattern for your examination. Now let us discuss a question. For example, we have a numerical that calculate the volume means we have to find the volume. Calculate the volume occupied by 2 moles of an ideal gas at 2.5 multiply 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square pressure. It means the value of the pressure is, that is 2.5 multiply 10 to the power 5 and at 300 Kelvin. It means the temperature is the 300 Kelvin and we have to find the volume. So here the pressure is given, number of moles are given, temperature is given, we have to find the volume, and so we have here here applied the ideal gas equation. So according to the ideal gas equation, the formula for the ideal gas equation is equal to PV is equal to nRT. Now PV is equal to nRT. Now first of all rearrange the formula, that is V is equal to nRT upon P. We have rearranged the formula because in this question we have to find the volume. So number of N is the number of moles, that is 2, and that is R. The value of R is 8.314. That is the value of R. Now the temperature is 300 Kelvin. Now the pressure is 2.5 multiply 10 to the power 5. When we have solved this formula, at last we get, that is 19.95 multiply 10 to the power minus 3 as the volume. So this is the value of the volume. So by this formula we can easily find out the volume. So there are various numerical in which we have to find the volume, or in some cases we have to find the pressure or the temperature. So by rearranging the formula we can easily find out the values of the volume, pressure and temperature, and volume, pressure and temperature, whereas the value of R is always constant. This R is the universal gas constant. R is a constant which is known as the universal gas constant, and its value is fixed. The value of the R is always fixed. Now let us discuss the shapes of molecule on the basis of VSEPR theory. That is VSEPR theory. So we know that if the hybridization is sp, the shape is linear. If the hybridization is sp, so the shape is linear and the angle is of 180 degree. And if the hybridization is sp2, the shape is trigonal. The shape is trigonal planar and the angle is of 120 degree. The angle is of 120 degree. If the hybridization is sp3, it is a tetrahedral. The shape is tetrahedral. And in case of the tetrahedral, we know that the angle is of 109.5 degree. Okay. Now in case of D, that is sp2 hybridization, the shape is square planar. The shape is square planar and the angle is of 90 degree. And in case of sp3D, the shape is trigonal. gonal. The shape is trigonal bipyramidal. This is the shape, trigonal bipyramidal, and this is 90 degree as well as 120. The angle is of 90 degree as well as of 120 degree. And in case of the sp3d2 hybridization, the shape is octahedral. The shape is octahedral, and here in case of the octahedral shape, the angle is of 90 degree. In case of sp3d3 hybridization, the shape is, that is, pentagonal bipyramidal. The shape is, that is, pyramidal, pentagonal bipyramidal, and here the angle is of 90 degree as well as of 72 degree. 90 degree as well as of 72 degree. So these are the shapes, these are the types of hybridization. This one is the types of hybridization. Types of hybridization. This is the hybridization, and these are the shapes or the geometry, and these are the bond angles. These are the bond angle. These are the bond angle. These are the shapes, and this is the type of hybridization, and these are the shapes on the basis of VSEPR theory.